right, if you're planning on voting in the Republican primary this Saturday, just know you're going to see a few extra questions on your ballot. Our Julia Richardson joins me now in studio to break down those questions. And Julia, let's start with, why are these questions on the ballot in the first place?
Well, Rachel, all three of these advisory questions are proposed legislation. This is a way for party leaders to see what voters think of potential policies. If you're voting in the South Carolina Republican primary this weekend, expect to be asked more than just which presidential candidate you prefer.
These policy advisory questions are nothing new. Just what's new here is that they're happening at a different time, a few months earlier than they would have.
CCU political science professor Justin Vaughn explains that these types of questions usually appear on the statewide primary ballot in June. But the South Carolina Republican Party got a court injunction to include them now. All three of the questions have been up for debate in the State House.
Usually parties will choose particular advisory questions because they want to get a handle on what the public thinks before they move forward with taking up a particular piece of legislation or going in a particular direction.
One question deals with judge selection, while another asks about financial damages in lawsuits. But the remaining question asks whether people should only be able to vote in the primary of their registered party. This is something that both the South Carolina GOP and Horry County GOP are in favor of.
You see a lot of people voting in other than their chosen, I guess, the party that they affiliate with, for reasons that aren't really like picking the best candidate for your party, but trying to use your vote to harm the other party or weaken the other party or choose a lesser candidate.
And it's become a key concern for some this primary season.
In South Carolina, I think that's driven by some concern by conservatives that Democrats might come into the primary ballot and support former Governor Haley because she's considered more moderate than President Trump.
I reached out to the Horry County Democratic Party for comment, but I have not heard back. Live in the studio, Julia Richardson, WMBF News.